What is up, everyone? It is Thursday, December 11th here. I was just scrolling through our Discord actually because Pickett ended up running a giveaway for us on our Discord, where if you posted one of your recaps in our giveaway page, they're hooking us up with 2 winners. So someone will get $100 cash and someone will get 1 full year Pickett Pro free. So we have a little bit less than 50 people that entered this. So I think midway through the stream, I'm going to pull a winner here. Anyway, while people join in, Brayton, what's going on? Kells, what's up? Brayton, if you want to join the stream, let me know. I'll send you an invite. You can text me if you want to join or send a message. But I'll pull this like midway through the stream. I want to talk about the interview that we did with Gary Conler, the accountant, that we did yesterday, last night. Geez, that's crazy. Already went by so fast, but that video is blowing up. I think it's causing a lot of good conversations out there. So I want to talk about that as well. And then obviously we're here to find some plus EV bets, answer questions about plus EV betting. So let's first do a little recap of my Pickett. I don't even know where I'm at today. What do we got? Denver minus 10.5, some good value on Novig. Pelicans, good value on Novig, sweet. So my 2 running back projections for today, I'll give those away as well. Rachaad White over 15.5 rushing yards. We got this at minus 123 on Bookmaker. I think I wanted to play this up to, I think I might have called that out at over 16.5 at minus 114 or something like that. So I really like this play. Rachaad White, I mean, I don't know if they're just undervaluing the work that he's going to get. But he's been getting a decent amount of work, even with Bucky Irving back. So I don't know if they just think that Bucky Irving's getting like 75% of the work, but I don't think he is, especially because Rachaad White's been running pretty efficiently. And then Tyler Algier, this is just another play where, Algier had a lot of carries last game. He had like 11, which is kind of an outlier spot for him. We got a good movement on this already. They're in a situation where they're getting 4.5 points. So, they're not favored. They're not going to be, there's a good chance they won't be in a run first game script. So I like the backup here. When the Falcons are down, they stick to their best back, which is Bijan Robinson, running it with him. So I do like that spot as well. I think I'm upside down in this total though. Total I'm a little upside down with, but the rest of the bets are good. All right, I'm going to send Brayton the invite. Just give me 1 second, and maybe we can get him on stream in a second. Sweet. He actually talked to his accountant about the stream, and I think his accountant actually watched it, so I kind of want his perspective. So I want him to jump in here. Brady, I'm going to send it to the moderator chat. And I'll tag you. All right, cool. All right, sweet. We're good to go. All right, I'm going to look at a couple plays while Brayton joins. Start with FanDuel. See what we have for plays here. Red Wings under 2.5 goals plus 118. Don't hate this. Bookmaker just opened minus 104. Pinnacle was sitting at plus 115. They moved down to like plus 111. Small limit market here. But I feel like it's been pretty stable, and bookmaker opening low is pretty solid. All right, Brayton is, and let me the banner. And he's gone. We'll get him in a second. All right, so I am going to take this Red Wings under 2.5 goals. Pinnacle's been pretty stable for a while, and then bookmaker just opened so much lower. So Red Wings under 2.5 goals, plus 118. Small EV play, but I'm going to take a stab here. Brayton, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How's my audio?
Not bad. Not too bad. It's been a while.
It has.
We probably have a lot of new members that probably haven't even seen you on stream, to be honest. But
yeah, I'm in the dark. I'm outside my garage, like I like to be, but it's dark, so lighting's not too good.
Got no lights in there?
All good. Yeah, just let me know. The neighbors are a pain in the ass, so if it gets too loud, let me know. I'll jump off.
You're good. We had we had a brief conversation today that you talked to your accountant kind of about what we talked about last night. What did he say to you? He said you had to do some convincing before he changed his mind, though.
Man, it was, such a good interview and such a value you guys provided by getting him on for, all the members and everything. I listened to it, and I was a few minutes behind live, so I couldn't ask questions live. But I had a ton of thoughts, a ton of questions, and so basically, I got to work the next day and just completely brain dumped an email on my CPA, and sent him this long email running different scenarios by him, calculating 24-hour sessions, calculating sessions by book, all this stuff based on like my current year. And he came back with a long email saying, my job here is to ask the tough questions, and it's not an area of expertise for me. So he asked me a bunch of questions, and he was like, I don't feel comfortable with this unless I can review something that can convince me. And he said, do you want me to go down that rabbit hole? And that's when I realized, like, oh, he's charging me for this. Like, and so I was like, no, hold on. And so he was like, from the presentation you had last night, do you have like a slide deck or something I can look at? And I sent him the link to the video, and I said, fast forward to minute 36. I'm not asking you to watch this, but if you want to listen,
out of your own interest.
Yeah. And so he did. He wrote me back, and he said, I listened to it, and he went and found this commentary, I guess, from another CPA on taxnotes.com who broke it down. And I sent you that link, and I thought it was pretty good. And it kind of broke it down. And he wrote me a long email. And by the end of it, he was like, so I'm comfortable doing, looking at it both ways with the 24-hour session or the session by book. And I was like, wow, we completely 180 from where we started in the morning. It took all day. But, that's what I would, tell people. I'd recommend people listen to the video, get your questions, get your thoughts, contact your CPA, tell them your thoughts. And when they push back on you, point them to the video or reach out to me. And I have a link to an article that, that I sent Robbie earlier, and send that to your attorney and have him read it. And I think anyone that, that's good, that knows what they're doing and can decipher those court cases can really get behind it. And I'll be honest, like, this year's been super frustrating for me, but getting that blessing from my CPA kind of has me reinvigorated to push 2026 and kind of get back with, to big profits again, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, even myself, I mean, I'm running at like a 1% ROI this year. So I would say, I'm disappointed in what I've done as well. And then thinking about like, all the new tax laws going forward and like how you have to have a larger ROI to kind of survive. Yeah, it did feel like overwhelming and like that this could be the end of it. But I think first of all, I think that both of those like court cases, like you could make an art, like there's just so much gray area. Like I just don't know if anything would ever come back on you, but it could at the same time. Like,
well, I think what it is, I'm not in the tax field. I'm not an accountant. But I go through audits, and you need to be able to defend your position. So don't go out and do anything that you think could be fraudulent. But we're reading court cases. The CPAs are reading court cases. They're having opinions. They're using commentary from other professionals, and make sure you document, the way your CPA wants, and be able to defend your position on why you filed the way you filed. And I think it's so gray that, I think we all have the opportunity to not quit this on January 1. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to your CPA for going through that hassle, though, because I'm sure you're the only client that has ever filed as a profitable sports bettor.
I know. So I was sending it to Jay. Jay's asking me questions, and he's like, "Man, we're in Louisiana together. I might use your guy." I was like,
"Yeah, exactly." I mean,
last year when I first started this, he was, he was still iffy about it because we had to go and file as a pro and all this stuff, and you have to prove that you are, can be considered even a pro, and he had to look at everything, and he wasn't comfortable at first, and started looking at the volume and, the expertise behind why we're making our plays. We're not just guessing, and it met like 5 different criteria to be able to file. So, he's learned a lot through the process. He's a brilliant guy. He's my age, easy to talk to. So yeah, I'm super excited about it, that I can get him, kind of on my side, and I don't have to quit this or find a new CPA. So
yeah, I agree. And the whole, like, I still believe like Kalshi and like any of the federally regulated stuff is like, if they're sending you a tax form at the end of the year to file that way, like to file it as gambling tax just doesn't make sense. And that seems wrong. So I do think like Kalshi and Polymarket will still be good to go.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty excited. Like you said, I put that picket superlative. I had the most likely to bet $1 million and win 4,000. I'm running at a 0.4% ROI. And,
yeah.
I need 2026. I feel like the rebound's coming, and so super excited about it.
I got I think I mentioned to you, I've been working on a Kalshi bot. I'm getting fills right now, so I was paying attention to that.
When you gonna turn me on to that?
Once I trust it. Dude, I made some freaking big mistakes when I first turned that thing on. I've
made some big mistakes on Kalshi when I first started. I made a good bit of money quick, and got too comfortable too quick, and basically gave it all back. And so now I'm slowly kind of grinding that a little bit. But it's cool. It's going to open up some more outs, and I think I think there's good times ahead.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of good. We got the Novig bot finally working again. You don't really pay attention to it, but it wasn't producing NFL stuff for a while, so now it's finally back, which is sweet. There seems to be a ton of good pings. I already hit the Dolphins line earlier. This one looks pretty good. Cardinals plus 9.5 against Texans. Pretty good recent movement by bookmaker here. I'm going to play this one. So they're just hanging out, drinking a beer.
Yeah,
That's what the garage is for. Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have.
Been wanting to jump on a stream with you. It's just it hadn't worked out, and
Well, you're an hour behind me too. So
and it's been weird. It's been a while. So not the most comfortable like I used to be. But
no, you're good. You gave a nice little speech. Let's see. Off topic, but I laddered Baker's rush yards today. He's ran a lot since his injuries have piled up. Also, here's to hoping Trump gets rid of gambling taxes. Highly doubt it. Dude, that whole thing was like, he never even said anything about it.
I didn't. I just saw I saw a tweet. I didn't even read into it, but yeah.
There was an interview while he was on a plane, and they were just like, someone was talking about you're gonna get rid of income tax, you're gonna get rid of I don't know what all this different tax, and someone's like, what about gambling tax? And he's like, I haven't really thought about it, maybe. And then like everyone sparked it, like, oh, he's getting rid of it. It's like, no, that's the first time that's ever even crossed his mind.
Right.
But it does seem like they're picking up some steam on.
Yeah, tagging the Derek Stevens thing from Circa. I mean, I think that's a start, at least,
Bill Arnold, what's going on? All right, so I don't even know if I called that play out, but I just took Cardinals plus 9.5. Where was it? At plus 100 on Novig. Good price there. Good movement. We see bookmaker drop from minus 109 to minus 119. I mean, Pinnacle is pretty much stable. We're not really getting much value to Pinnacle. Circa has it at minus 110, so it's basically fair value to Circa, but bookmaker with a pretty big move there. Were you able to get in on the running back projections this morning?
I missed most of them. I think I got like 2 or 3.
Did you get the ones for tonight?
I think I got Algier.
Algier looks good now. FanDuel moved to minus 125.
Let me look at what I got. Yeah, I don't think I looked at yours too late, and it most of them moved pretty quick on me. But
thoughts on the Falcons game tonight? We will get into that, but I'll look up. I'm going to pull up Pinnacle Odds Dropper, and we'll look at where this value is moving, and then maybe we'll place a bet on Novig. That's kind of what I've been doing recently. So let's look up Falcons. Bucks. Let's see where the money's starting to move. Wow, Bucks been getting a lot of money.
I took a first half spread on the Bucks, I think.
Line's now at 5.5. It was 4.5 earlier today. Total. So money is moving towards the Bucks. Total is moving towards the under. So the under in Bucks right now is getting some steam. I want to look at
under 44.
Yeah, I think I have an over, so I don't want to pinch myself here. So maybe I'll look at the Falcons Bucks a little bit more. So this is Tampa Bay minus 5.5. I mean, if I could get fair value is minus 104. So if I can get better than minus 104 on Novig, it's exactly minus 104. So here's what you do. I could take it for minus 105, but fair value is minus 104. So it'd be, I don't want to take it less than fair value, even though it has a nice trend. So I'm going to make best in market at the best price. So I'm going to go minus 102, which will make me best in market. And I'll still get better than fair value. So hopefully that gets filled there. But I think the Bucks, you want to be on the Bucks side. Minus 5.5 is not too much different than minus 4.5. And look at this, we're getting filled as we speak. Probably will completely fill any second. I mean, look at the width here. Falcons money line plus 247, Tampa Bay minus 249. 2 cent gap.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the Bet365 API has been down. I don't know who has, we pay for probably the most expensive API out there, and they have not got it back. Do you know any other services that have Bet365s up there? Because maybe I'll contact them directly and see what they have. But yeah, I know it was a bummer to a lot of people when Bet365 went down.
Hey, I'm gonna jump right back in a few minutes. I see my neighbor who's working on his truck. It's gonna get loud. So
All right. So here's a nice play too to show us the play we don't want to take. When the odds are moving up, we want to avoid it. So this is going from plus 105 to plus 130 on the Falcon side of the line. So the books are giving bigger payouts now. So those are plays we avoid. That's why the Buck side looked good, because Falcon side does not look good. Let's see. We have any props for tonight? No FanDuel props. I'm not going to touch props on Novig just because I'd rather bottom up those instead of top down them without doing any extra research there. But what I do want to do is hop over to FanDuel and look at the promos. So we have the $2 million jackpot promo where you split $1 million for the first touchdown score or the last touchdown score if you had it. The minimum wager of $5 here. I'm going to look through these teams and we'll be picking a very long shot here. Brayden, if you see something you like, let me know. Or in the chat, if you guys have someone you like, let's talk about it. I pretty much look for someone that gets like one target a game and try to go with those guys. So we're looking for anytime touchdown scores, looking for the absolute long shot. Tez Johnson, let's see what he's been doing. Pitts is a good play, but I bet you he'll be picked quite a bit still. Really looking to win like over 1,000 if something hits. I don't think Pitts would. I think Pitts is probably a popular pick. He's been hot recently. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, what are you talking about? I think he'll... well, Kirk Cousins, 33-1. I don't hate that. I mean, you might get him on a sneak. Let's look at the Bucs' last couple games. We'll look at the Rams, someone's like a competitive or tough team to play. See who they went to. Tez had 3 receptions, 4 targets. Why is Tez seems very low for getting that much work not long ago. 16-1. Shepard, Payne. Bill Arnold says Tez. We'll look through these guys kind of slowly here. Payne, Durham. Let's see. What's his targets like recently? So none in this game, which I kind of like. Let's see his other games. Payne hasn't had any targets recently. Tez also has no targets this last game. It's a tough one. Tez seems pretty low for... Well, Their tight end's Kate On. Is Tez a receiver or tight end?
Is this the jackpot?
Yeah. Have you looked at this?
I stepped away for a second, but no, I didn't give it a ton of thought. I'll tell you who I went with. I went with Sean Tucker.
Third string running back.
Yeah.
Him being plus 600 seems a little wild. It seems like it should be a longer shot than that, to be honest.
I thought so too, but yeah, that's what I took.
Kirk Cousins would be wild.
I know, and I thought about Baker. He was like, what, 600 at the time as well.
Backup tight end or fullback. Dude, I don't know a lot of these people on the bottom of this list, to be honest.
Me either, and Saints just played the Bucs last week.
Tez just popped out to me at first, but he had no targets last game. But he had 4 targets in the game before. I might go Tez. I might as well look up if he's a tight end or not.
Thought he was a receiver.
Yeah, I thought he was like a tall, skinny receiver.
Mm-hmm.
23. So he's a rookie. Played 34 snaps against the Saints.
Did
not draw a target. He's on the field. He's out there. He's running around.
He's just blocking.
Yeah, I'm going with him. He's due. He's so due. All right. Tez is my jackpot pick. You ever go into any of the Saints games or no? How far away are you from the stadium?
2.5, 3 hours. So it's been a little while. Yeah.
Going to Pat's Bills game this weekend is going to be huge.
I went to a lot more, obviously, when they were
Better.
winning. Yeah.
Good. It's a lot of hockey. A lot of early plays.
I'm excited that we added Greek to VIP. I miss being an hour behind, so I miss a lot of the morning grind stuff. Or I can take what I can, but a lot of it's moved. And so just having a second person doing NBA has been really, really nice.
The other nice thing about an afternoon slate, which Greek usually does, Math Wins does it sometimes as well, is the numbers don't move nearly as fast.
Right.
Like when we're hitting them at 6 a.m., which is 3 a.m. like Western time,
right?
Then those lines are popping so quick when a few members hit them. But the afternoon slates, like markets are kind of shaped up a little bit. They don't move nearly as quick. So it's nice to be able to get down. And like limits are higher too. Like FanDuel will let you bet a little extra.
Right. How's your I saw your plays went 6-6, but you're still feeling good about the closing line.
Yeah, we're
have
still
you found
it's
we were on such a heater early on with your plays. Has it just been more difficult as the season goes on? I would assume that's an obvious yes, but just with injuries and things like that, I would imagine the model is a lot more to it than before.
Yeah, every week is always kind of the same when it comes to like the prep work I do to like figure out the snap count. Mm-hmm. So the injuries aren't too hard. Right. The ones that get me are the ones where they're like limited all week and then they play. It's hard to do it. But if someone's like ruled out, like I feel like I know. I think most teams just feel like I know pretty much like the Rams, like they run like Kyron Williams 60% of the time,
right?
And then Blake Corum 30% of the time. And like if someone got injured, if Corum got injured, like they would just sub someone in, and he would also probably get 30% of the work. Like they don't like lean into like Kyron more, and that's kind of across the board too. Is like when you look at carry percentages on teams, like the biggest workhorse backs, like you're like 70-75% of the work, like at max. So, and like that just won't go up even if they're the only running back on the team because they need rest. So it's like when I'm projecting people out for like 75% of the work, they can only go down from there. So like I like looking at, like the bigger guys as unders a lot of the time. But I mean,
then you have the Saints, and they'll throw Taysom Hill at 36 years old in for no reason, or
and takes a bunch of carries.
We're tanking already, and we're running a 36-year-old. I love Taysom, but come on,
right.
Give it to the rookie.
But I am shocked on the edges that we're still finding, though. Like there are running back props that are still off 10 yards.
Are you going to try to continue through the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure. Going to be a little bit. It almost might be easier during the playoffs because the games are going to be closer,
and everybody's playing their bet. You're available if you are available.
Yeah. So they probably, I'm going to guess like they lean more heavily on the starters. So maybe they'll get bumped a little bit. But also it's just a little bit more, like you're not going to, like if you're down a lot, you're not going to just sub in your backup because it's the last game of the year. So like, it makes sense, but for game script reasons, big favorites, I like to take the running back overs for the most part, as long as my number and model points to the over. The game script also has the over. That's like a slam dunk play for me. Problem is you get these like 14-point favorites where they just move the ball so well passing that they rush for like 100 yards total, when they throw for 350. So sometimes I think the big favorites hurt me. But that's why I think the playoffs, like everything being kind of tight, might be decent to get a good number, but the market might be shaped up pretty well too. I'm kind of just shocked on how off the market actually is, though.
Did you have a Bucky Irving? You didn't have a Bucky Irving play tonight.
No, I think I have him.
That guy just, watching him against the Saints, it's like it just takes him one or two he pops a run every game, at least against us, and seems to get his yards,
Yeah, I mean, Bucky had 15 carries for 55 yards. That's like White. So we took White last week over 12 and a half rushing yards. Rachaad White. He had 11 carries for 53. This week, his number was 18 and a half. Actually, no, we got him 16 and a half.
Oh, wow.
It's because earlier in the year when Bucky Irving was healthy. Right out of the gates, it was kind of that split I was talking about, like 70% Bucky, 20% Rachaad White. But Rachaad White's been a great running back for them while he's been gone. So I don't know. I think the market's just like going right back to the old split, and I don't believe that. So we're on Rachaad White again this week, and he's a pass catcher too. So third down situations, he's in there as well. So I really like. Let's see what that number's at right now. I'll just check on FanDuel. Because I got him over 15 and a half. It was kind of juice. So I think the main number was 16 and a half, but I bet it on Bookmaker because I could get down a full unit there. So I would be shocked if it wasn't 18, maybe 19 at this point. Rushing, receiving. Still 18 and a half. I still think there's value at 18 and a half, so I would still go over. And they have the positive game script. They're 5.5 point favorites. Even more money's coming in on them. I'm going to throw an extra 100 on it, honestly.
Ooh, let's do it.
Rachaad White over 18 and a half. And for Bucky, let me see what I have his number at. I think I had it really close to the market. And I didn't play it for that reason.
Have you thought about next year getting into more other props, I guess?
Maybe
you have so much time, wait till your kids grow up.
Yeah, maybe if I can quit my real job, then I'll be projecting everything. But
right.
No, I don't think I could.
Knowing you, I know how much satisfaction you probably get out of doing all this. So
Yeah, no, I love this now, and I just I love just betting a number and then seeing it move. Like I don't even care if it wins or loses. It just feels good.
Right.
Bet online moved to 19.5 on Rashad White, so that's good to see. For Irvin, Bucky Irving, where is he?
So FanDuel got 57.5.
I have him at 56.97 yards.
Right on it.
Yeah. But the reason I have so I actually kind of like a small edge towards the under, because when you run like that's my average number, but when you run it through a simulation, it projects like much lower typically, like using unabated. So I'm showing like a 10% edge to the under 57.5, but that's without like game script baked in. And Bucky Irving being, they're 5.5 point favorites with steam. So my model is showing an edge, but I know my model doesn't calculate for the game script. So I'm really taking that into consideration as well. So that's why I lay off a play that has an edge. But like my Rashad White edge, like I have him at like 30 yards, and the market's at 18.5, and they're favored to win with a positive game script. So that's just a play that I love. And then same with that Tyler Algier, we took under 28.5. Now FanDuel's at 26.5, but same thing. Backup, underdog, and the model projects lower. So it's like everything lined up there.
I see the comment from Bill. He was on a call, but the pick was Robbie was talking about his projections for Rashad White. He took the over 18.5, I believe.
Yeah, on FanDuel. I was saying that Tyler Algier under. Well, we took him in 28.5, but now he's 26.5. I still have an edge there, but I don't like giving up more than 2 yards. So you could play it now. Rashad White over and Algier under. I didn't even tell you that interview. I'll have to look on YouTube, but it absolutely blew out any video I've ever posted on YouTube.
It's just such about everybody, right? It's the perfect video at the perfect time.
It is
in this industry,
I posted it 34 hours ago, and on YouTube it has 1.8 thousand views, and my average video after 34 hours has under 200 views. So it's 10x in it. And the crazy thing too is it's an hour plus long. So like the watch time is way up.
Right.
Like someone to watch a video for like an hour or.
Yeah. Don't tell your CPA to watch the whole thing if they're charging you. That's an hour and a half.
Yeah. All of the Twitter comments it was actually looking funny. People were like,
no, so good. And the guy is sitting there, answering all the questions, such a knowledgeable guy. And he's sitting at a blackjack table. And
yeah, well, he was expected to be home because he doesn't live far from the casino. And he was like, I don't think I'm going to make it home in time. Do you care if I just do it at the casino? I'm like, yeah, we don't care. I'm like, it's kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying he had like an international client trying to cash out for like $300K at a poker table.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were trying to have him pay 30% of the winnings, but he was from a country that he didn't have to pay the tax on it. Oh, Patriots money line. I'm hitting this. I'm going to this game.
What's that on?
Novig.
Oh,
sorry.
No, it's all good.
Plus 110 money line. All right, I'm taking it. A little bit of good movement, but also just because I want money on this. Not a whole lot of money here. I'm going to make this market at plus 110 for a couple $100 extra bucks.
How's the excitement down there? You think the team's back?
Dude, we're good. I think
Vrabel's just the right guy, and the right quarterback, the right coach. Again,
the right coach, the right quarterback, and the rest is history. I don't want to say we're underrated, but I do feel like our schedule has been relatively easy.
But people aren't completely respecting that record yet, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, it's so hard to beat a lot of bad teams as well. Like it's the NFL. Like bad teams win all the time. So just seeing the consistency is just so great to see. And then I think we're just a well-rounded team at this point right now. I mean, offense looks good, defense looks good. Like we're just well-rounded.
Y'all got the Bills this weekend, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
So it's basically a pick 'em, and we're looking at it right now. Bills are slight favorites, but
oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
We might even get a little snow, which would be cool. It's gonna be cold. Be tailgating and drinking a lot, though. I'll be nice and warm for that game.
That's so awesome.
Oh, Jags minus 13.5. This looks good too against the Jets. Jags have looked awesome recently too.
Yeah.
You have any teams outside of the Saints that you care for?
No, I mean, not that I really watch every game or anything. I have my alma mater college team, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, I'll watch, but them winning or losing doesn't affect my life like the Saints used to. And it's actually kind of nice having a team that's not good with low expectations, so you don't care. I know what that feels like year before, where you're just cool with it.
The first couple of years of it, I was like, I liked the whole like rebuilding process and like caring about draft picks. Like, dude, when Brady was playing, it was like the season didn't even matter until the playoff. Like, I hate to say, but it was like I did not care. We were getting.
That's how we felt with Breeze forever too.
Yeah, and it's like we had the 30th pick every draft. Like I didn't watch a single draft. I didn't care like what we did. So like it's definitely different, which is nice that way. But yeah, we've already
finally got a little bit of excitement. The fan base is starting to kind of get behind this quarterback Chuck, and so we'll see.
Yeah, they drafted him this year?
Yeah, second round pick out of Louisville.
I haven't watched.
And but he was a 26-year-old rookie, so he played 7 years of college. Wow. And
must be a smart kid,
but looks good. He looks better than what we've had. Let me say that. So he's giving us a little bit of excitement and hope.
25% profit boost, same game parlay. I might do something a little degenerate and just freestyle this one. Go Bucks money lines have been getting steam. Well, it's not necessarily degenerate. We're gonna go with, what I would like to do? A little reverse correlation. If we go Algier under yards and him to get a touchdown, because he does get the short line work. 10-1. It's not crazy. Well, we're betting Tampa Bay Bucks with a touchdown. That's a decent amount of reverse correlation here. All right, let's run it. All right, we're going to boost that thing too. So Bucks money line, Tyler Algier money, anytime touchdown score, and him under 26.5 rushing yards. Let's run that for the boost. All right, let's see if we got any more here. Yeah, under in this game is starting to get cooked. I'm on the over, but the under is probably the side to be on right now. But I'm not going to.
Most Thursdays, almost.
What we really need to do for the Patriots is we're tied with the Broncos right now, and they have the tiebreaker over us. So we need to win the AFC, because I got season tickets. I've never been to a playoff game before.
Oh God, yeah.
So
much fun. I've done that. Yeah. With the Saints.
Yeah, so I'm just, dude, if we win the AFC, we'll have a bye, and we'll obviously play home for the divisional round. If we win that, we have the AFC Championship at home. I mean, that would be unbelievable to go to both of those.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
It's so sweet too because your like face value of your ticket like barely goes up, even though they'll be worth like $1,000. You know,
Right.
we got nosebleeds, 300s,
just sell it and then bet it to win.
right? All right, I think that's pretty much all the plays I'm seeing right now.
Yeah,
all
man.
right, we'll wrap it up here.
Thanks for having me, dude.
It's
been a while.
If you can catch another one, let's do it again
For sure.
all right, see you guys.
Thanks, guys.